Last week, politicians from across the state gathered together to break bread and talk about the upcoming legislative session that will take place in January. Now, of course, things like better roads and education were discussed, but when it comes to education particularly, these leaders really want to push Alabama toward more success in math. Our Nixon Norman has more.
One of the things that we're going to be working on next year is a math bill. And you say, well, why do I care about that?
Well, if you're an Alabamian, here's why you should care about said math bill.
We're 52nd. We are dead last per the latest NAEP scores in mathematics, 4th and 8th grade.
Now, this isn't because math is particularly hard for the people here, but rather there is a shortage of teachers, particularly math teachers, particularly skilled ones.
It's supply and demand, and there is very limited supply when it comes to getting qualified math and science teachers, so hopefully the compensation certainly will make a difference.
So one way leaders here in Alabama plan on fixing this math teacher shortage is by paying those math teachers more.
Paying math and science teachers more will create a demand for better instruction, right? And so we have great math and science teachers in our schools now, but in some of these areas, like hard to staff area, for example, I think that a semester of my math courses in my community in Union Springs, Alabama, were taught by a substitute teacher. And so how do you get a math teacher to consider going into Union Springs, Alabama to teach?
And although this may not be an issue in every county across the state, Representative Daniels says it's important to take a look at the bigger picture.
We have to be very conscious of our colleagues in other parts of the state that may not have access to a math or science teacher. So we're incentivizing that. We're not taking away or prioritizing one city or other, but we're looking at need to staff areas so that those young people have an opportunity to have good, strong math teachers, not necessarily substitute teachers that have no background in mathematics or science.
Nixon Norman, Fox 54 News.